Episode 136. The name sounded vaguely familiar to sect leader Zhong, but after a closer look, all he saw was a vaguely familiar face. He couldn't place the man at all. A wave of shame washed over him, and his expression turned slightly embarrassed.
Junior brother Han, please have a seat, make yourself at home. Your senior brother, the sect leader, was just tied up with some matters and is a little late. I hope you won't hold it against me.
Zhang Lingdao was an old fox who had weathered countless storms. With a few vague, offhand remarks, he effortlessly dispelled the awkward atmosphere. Han Li wasn't surprised that Sect Master Zhang didn't recognize him. After all, their first meeting had been 5 years ago. Back then, he was just a low-talent qi condensation disciple. Naturally, she wouldn't have paid him any mind, let alone retained any deep impression of him. If the other party had actually recognized him at a glance, Han Li would have been the one taken aback.
Senior brother sect leader. I was fortunate enough to achieve Foundation establishment a few days ago. I have come specifically to report this to you, senior brother, and to request permission to open a cave abode.
You just succeeded in Foundation establishment.
It wasn't exactly rare for someone like Han Li to receive a Foundation establishment pill, not take it immediately, and only swallow it when they felt the time was right, successfully reaching Foundation establishment. It was clear that sect leader Zhong had placed Han Li in that same category.
Oh, congratulations on reaching the Foundation establishment stage, junior brother Han. Our sect has gained another high-level disciple. This is truly a cause for celebration.
I was just fortunate. It was all thanks to the Foundation establishment pill bestowed by the sect.
Zhong Lingdao gave a faint smile at Han Li's modest words, then looked him over carefully once more. He was becoming more and more certain that Han Li looked familiar. He was absolutely sure he'd seen him before. Zhang Lingdao gave a slow nod, sinking into deep contemplation as he racked his brain. Seeing this, Han Li found it rather amusing. Without disturbing the other man, he simply picked up his teacup and began to slowly savor the brew. A moment later, a spark of realization flashed through Zhang Lingdao's mind, and he truly remembered the matter of the Ascension token. The image of that young man standing in the council hall overlapped with the composed junior brother before him. Zhang Lingdao snapped his head up as Han Li's true background came back to him.
It's you, the disciple who entered the valley with the Ascension token. You actually succeeded in Foundation establishment.
So you do remember me, senior brother sect leader. I truly must thank you, Sect Master, for your role in allowing me to join Yellow Maple Valley back then.
Hearing the other party repeatedly address him as senior brother sect leader, Zhong Lingdao finally realized that this was no longer the rogue cultivator who had come to join the sect back then, but a Foundation establishment cultivator of the same seniority as himself. And so, a flicker of awkwardness passed over his face, before his expression settled back into one of unruffled calm.
It's nothing. I was just following protocol a few years ago. But for junior brother Han to achieve Foundation establishment with a pseudo-spirit root, now that is truly remarkable. If word of this gets out, junior brother, you'll likely become famous throughout the cultivation world in an instant.
Even though Zhong Lingdao appeared to have regained his composure, his words still betrayed his astonishment. It's no wonder, given Han Li's condition of having a 4-attribute pseudo-spirit root, it's truly hard to accept that he could actually succeed in Foundation establishment.
I didn't expect a single Foundation establishment pill to actually work. I guess I just got lucky. Looks like even a fool has a fool's fortune.
But junior brother Han, didn't you give that Foundation establishment pill to junior brother Yi's grandnephew? Where did you get a new one from?
Senior brother sect leader, this Foundation establishment pill, it was you who gave it to me.
Me?
Sect Master, you must have forgotten. Among the few who survived the Forbidden Zone, 3 were rewarded with Foundation establishment pills. I was one of them.
So you're the nominal disciple Uncle Lee mentioned.
That's correct. I am indeed the disciple that Master Li Huayuan took in during that expedition into the Forbidden Land.
So that's it. I was wondering why the name Han Li sounded so familiar. So you're the disciple who caused such a stir in the valley a couple of years back.
Zhong Lingdao's meaning was clear. Since Han Li had already built his foundation, becoming Master Li's formal disciple was now a foregone conclusion. Naturally, he had no desire to make an enemy of Han Li.
In that case, it seems junior brother Han must have had an exceptionally fortunate encounter to achieve Foundation establishment.
Zhang Lingdao kept his thoughts to himself, of course, and exchanged a few polite words with Han Li. He then asked Han to wait a moment while he went to fetch the register. Han Li readily agreed, then settled in to wait for the other man's return. After the time it takes to drink a cup of tea, Zhong Lingdao finally walked back in, holding a white jade tablet. He wrote Han Li's name at the very bottom of the densely packed list on the jade slip with a gold-lacquered brush right in front of him, finally completing the registration. This was it. With this, Han Li could rightfully claim a cave abode of his own. Zhong Lingdao, who often handled such mundane tasks for newly ascended Foundation establishment disciples, saw the smile on Han Li's face and could guess what he was thinking. With a slight smile of his own, he retrieved 3 mid-grade spirit stones and 5 small flags shrouded in a thin white mist from his storage pouch and handed them over.
What are these?
Han Li could understand the reasoning behind the mid-grade spirit stones. It was likely a reward from the sect for Foundation establishment disciples. But what were these 5 flags, each 8 jang in size, for? Their bizarre appearance and the spiritual qi they emitted suggested they were no ordinary magic tools. They were quite peculiar. But before he could even ask, Zhong Lingdao turned his hand over once more and passed him a jade slip.
These spirit stones are a one-time reward for every newly ascended Foundation establishment disciple. From now on, you will also receive 1 mid-grade spirit stone annually free of charge with no menial tasks required. As for these few mist-warding banners, they are essential for establishing a personal cave abode. While the mist-warding array they form is only the simplest of small-scale arrays, it's more than enough to ward off mortals or wild beasts. Of course, if you're already proficient in arrays, you naturally wouldn't need these flags. Also, the method and control techniques for setting up the array are all recorded in this jade slip. Of course, I've also included some notes on what to pay attention to after you've built your foundation. You can review them in detail when you return.
Thank you for your trouble, Sect Master.
Han Li accepted it with both hands, thanking him profusely. These were precisely the things Han Li needed most right now, filling him with delight. After all the business was concluded, Han Li chatted with sect leader Zheng for the time it takes an incense stick to burn before finally taking his leave from the council hall. After leaving the council hall, Han Li had initially intended to fly straight out of Yellow Maple Valley to personally search for a site to establish his cave abode. However, after glancing through the jade slip given to him by Zhong Lingdao on the way, he immediately changed his mind. He banked around a corner and flew off in a different direction. The name Qilin Pavilion was imposing and grand, and it was also one of the most important locations within Yellow Maple Valley. This was the valley's designated area for raising and training spirit beasts. These spirit beasts are essentially just demonic creatures that have been tamed by cultivators. The spirit beasts within the Qilin Pavilion are mostly just first-level creatures. Even if there are a few second-level demon spirit beasts, they're just being boarded here by others and can't be freely commanded. Still, even a first-grade spirit beast provided plenty of useful services for the valley's disciples. They could carry people, guard gates, search for spirit herbs, or assist in battle. And Han Li had come here specifically for a type of spirit beast called the twin pupil mouse. This spirit beast, which looked like an ordinary mouse but was born with divine eyes, was the one Zhong Lingdao had recommended to Han Li in the Jade Slip. It's the perfect little helper for finding a cave-dwelling site. This mid-tier, first-grade spirit beast possesses dual pupils that can easily see through obstacles like mist, rivers, and trees, things that would block an ordinary cultivator's vision. What's more, its nature drives it to burrow and build its nest precisely where the spiritual qi is densest. With a bit of training, these twin-pupil rats become the perfect scouts for locating spiritual veins. This wasn't Han Li's first time at the Qilin Pavilion. He'd passed by its entrance on business a few times before, so the place wasn't completely unfamiliar to him. As he descended from the sky and landed on the Qilin Pavilion's Qisho Mountain greeting platform, a low-ranking female disciple immediately approached.
Uncle Master, are you here to rent a spirit beast?
Are there any free twin-pupil mice on the mountain right now? I'll rent one for 2 days.
Yes, of course we do. I'll go fetch one for you right away, Uncle Master.
After the female disciple went to fetch the spirit beast, Han Li waited quietly on the reception platform, occasionally casting a few glances at the restrictions around him. Apart from the mountaintop where Han Li stood, the rest of the Spirit Beast Mountain was carved up by a multicolored restriction formation into habitats of varying sizes. Each area sealed off by a restriction was a breeding ground for a specific type of spirit beast. Only the disciples on duty at the Qilin Pavilion are permitted to enter. This is to prevent strangers from disturbing the spirit beasts, or to keep untamed beasts from harming outsiders. So, while the entire Spirit Beast Mountain may appear quiet and still, it's actually home to at least 1,000 different spirit beasts, a truly staggering scale. About the time it takes to eat a meal later, the female disciple emerged from a restriction, cradling a small beast the size of a fist, and headed straight for Han Li.
This is the twin pupil mouse. The rental fee is 1 low-grade spirit stone per day.
Good. Here are 3 spirit stones. I'll use it for 3 days.
In 3 days, Uncle, just let the twin-pupiled mouse go, and it will find its own way back to the Qilin Pavilion.
During this time, I hope you'll treat it well, Uncle. This bag contains its favorite earth chestnuts. You can feed it a few when you have a moment.
The young woman took the spirit stone, handed the spirit beast to Han Li, and produced a small white pouch. Han Li gave a slight nod and took it with perfect composure. Then, with the woman's respectful gaze seeing him off, he soared away on his key. Han Li flew northwest through the air, his gaze drifting down to the docile twin-pupil mouse nestled in his arms as he traveled. At first glance, this little yellow creature really did look like a common field mouse, with its similarly small size, yellow fur, and slender tail. The only difference was the pair of large, expressive eyes on its face, which were nothing like a field mouse's. That one difference, however, instantly made the little creature utterly adorable. And in its eyes, a faint, 5-colored light seemed to flow, adding to the creature's air of mystery and uniqueness. Even someone as habitually aloof as Han Li couldn't resist giving the little creature a few affectionate strokes, a thought flickering through his mind about perhaps getting one for himself. However, Han Li was well aware that despite its current docility, this little beast was a genuine mid-tier, first-grade demon beast. Beyond its miraculous dual pupils, the creature also possessed a set of steel teeth capable of chewing through copper and iron, and a pair of foreclaws that could pierce metal and stone. It was far from the harmless creature it appeared to be. With that thought, Han Li gave the creature's little ear another playful flick. He watched it twitch a few times, and a light, spontaneous laugh escaped him. It was as if a long-buried sense of childlike wonder had bubbled up from deep within. Han Li flew with the creature for a full day before finally coming to a stop at the outermost northwestern edge of the Taiyu mountain range.